There's another version of you that you have not discovered yet. A version so calm, so strategic, and so endlessly consistent that if you met him today, you might not even recognize him. You might even be afraid of him. Most people believe discipline only means waking up early, eating healthy food, or working hard every day. They are mistaken. True discipline is not just a routine. It is a brutal fight against your own weakness. It is the strength to face your emotions, your exhaustion, and your excuses and bury them completely. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this truth. He did not write his ideas for saints. He wrote them for planners and power thinkers. He knew that to keep power in a chaotic world, you cannot be gentle, and you cannot be predictable. You must become like a powerful force of nature. When you become deeply disciplined, people do not only respect you, they begin to feel uneasy around you. They notice a change. They see someone who can no longer be controlled, a person who has stopped bargaining with himself, and that frightens them, because a man who cannot be defeated by his own mind cannot be defeated by anything else. You are here because you are tired, not just physically tired, but tired in your soul. You are worn out by your own inconsistency. You are tired of making promises to yourself that you break before the day even reaches noon. You see others moving forward while you remain trapped in the same cycle of motivation, followed by collapse. You want to know how to escape. You want to know how to create a mind that cannot be broken. I will show you the way. But be careful. This is not self-help. This is self-destruction. We're going to destroy the weak, emotional, and dependent part of you so that the ruler inside you can rise. We will apply the ruthless philosophy of Niccolò Machiavelli to your daily life. By the end of this message, you will understand why being liked can be a weakness and why being feared through discipline becomes the highest form of freedom. But you must listen carefully, because the secret is not in what you add to your life. The secret is in what you are ready to eliminate. Most men live like servants. Servants to their impulses, servants to their phones, servants to the opinions of people they do not even respect. The moment you begin this path, you stop being a servant. You become your own ruler. But ruling yourself comes with a cost. Are you ready to pay it? Phase 1 is the discipline of silence. Niccolò Machiavelli once said that everyone sees what you appear to be, but very few understand who you truly are. The average man reveals everything. He announces his plans. He posts his workouts. He declares a new chapter of his life on social media before completing even one day of real work. He searches for approval for effort he has not even made yet. That is why he fails. He releases the pressure before the engine even begins. You must do the opposite. You must become invisible like a ghost. Real discipline requires silence. It requires darkness. When you constantly talk about your goals, you are begging for approval. You are asking the world if it is okay for you to become this person. Stop asking. The most dangerous person in a room is the one who listens, observes, and remains silent. When you become silent, you create a vacuum. People begin to feel uncomfortable. They project their fears onto you. They wonder what you are doing. They wonder why you no longer need their attention. That silence becomes your shield. It protects your purpose. When you work quietly, you make mistakes that no one sees, and you fix them without judgment. You grow stronger without the noise of other people's doubts. Imagine disappearing for 6 months. No announcements, no explanations, only work, the gym, your business, and your mind. You remove the noise. You remove cheap dopamine. You remove toxic friends who only enjoy you when you are drinking with them. Then you return. But you do not return the same. You return sharper and stronger. Your presence feels different. You do not need to tell people you changed. They feel it. They notice it in your posture. They notice it in your silence. This is the discipline of the ghost. It frightens people because it reminds them of their own lack of focus. It reminds them that while they search for attention, you are quietly building power. Start today. Stop explaining yourself. Explanation is the language of the victim. Powerful people do not justify their actions. They simply act. If you are tired, stay quiet and work. If you are hurt, stay quiet and heal. If you are succeeding, stay quiet and keep moving forward. Your results will speak, and their voice will be louder than anything you could say. Right below, if you are ready to enter the void, I build in silence. Phase 2 is emotional transformation. Many people believe disciplined individuals are like robots who do not feel pain, boredom, or sadness. That belief is false. A disciplined man feels everything. He feels a desire to stay in bed. He feels the pain of rejection. He feels a powerful urge to quit. The difference is he refuses to obey those feelings. Niccolò Machiavelli argued that a leader must not be controlled by emotions, but must use emotions wisely. He explained that people are driven mainly by two forces, love and fear. You must apply this idea to yourself. You cannot depend on loving the grind because at 4 in the morning you will not love it. You will hate it. You cannot depend on passion because passion is unstable. A small problem can destroy it. What you need is something colder. You need duty. Discipline is the ability to act against how you feel. It is emotional alchemy. You turn the heavy thought of, I don't want to do this, into the victory of, I did it anyway. When you stop asking your feelings for permission before acting, you become dangerous. Think about it. If your enemy knows you only work when you feel motivated, they simply wait until you are tired or sad, and then you become weak. But if you're the kind of man who works harder when miserable, trains harder when heartbroken, and focuses deeper when angry, you become unpredictable. You become resistant to circumstances. This confuses people. They look at you and wonder why you are still moving forward. They think you should be broken by now. They do not realize that you separated your actions from your emotions. You treat emotions like weather. You might see a storm outside the window. You recognize it. It is raining. But you do not cancel your mission because of rain. You put on a coat and keep walking. This is the Machiavellian method of self-control. You are the ruler, and your emotions are rebellious citizens. You hear them, but you do not allow them to control the kingdom. If they revolt, you silence them. Practice the 3-second rule. When the alarm rings, you have 3 seconds to move. If you think longer, your brain will convince you to stay in bed. Your brain is built for comfort, not greatness. It is a survival system, not a success system. You must skip the negotiation. 1, 2, 3, move. Do not think. Thinking often stops action. In moments of weakness, simply move. The body must obey the command. Over time, your brain rewires itself. You stop being someone who tries to improve. You become a machine that performs regardless of emotion. That is how you become untouchable. When your inner feelings no longer control your outer actions, you become free.